Hello, this is Scott with Scott's Garage, and this is episode 2. I mentioned episode 1 that I'm not a professional mechanic, just a backyard mechanic, but literally I'm a backyard mechanic. This is a Harbor Freight carport tent. It's been the home of this '69 Mustang for the duration of the project. This Mustang has changed a lot since the owner first purchased it. I'm not the owner. I'm simply the one restoring the car. Here's what this coupe looked like when it was first purchased on Craigslist. Completely gutted, no engine in it. But it had a very straight frame. There was no cancer rust. It was a lot of car to work with, but a lot of work to do. Project's at the point now where we're ready to take it to a paint shop and have them do the final prep work, body work for paint. Interior is almost done. We have deluxe door panels waiting. We're waiting for some inserts. TMI is the brand that we ordered the seat conversion kit. So these are the original seat frames and new cushions and covers. And the door panels likewise have the vermilion red inserts. We're waiting for them. New dash pad and steering wheel. I'll have a separate video on the interior. So let's walk around to the front. When the owner purchased this Mustang, it did not have a bumper or grille or front end, so things have changed quite a bit. It also did not have an engine. The original engine in this coupe was a 6-cylinder, and I rebuilt this 351 Cleveland and dropped it into this vehicle. Okay, I need to give credit where credit is due for this particular Mustang restoration project. I have mentioned before that I've completed 2 other Mustangs. Those Mustang projects were done before YouTube, and I'll have a separate video based on photographs of those 2 Mustangs. But this particular restoration modification was really made a lot easier by YouTube and companies that had YouTube videos. For instance, CJ Pony Parts. A lot of money has gone into this car from CJ Pony Parts, lots of parts, and I appreciated that they had videos and YouTube videos. It made installation a lot easier. Also, with CJ Pony Parts, their customer service was excellent. Had a couple of issues, but when I called, they listened to me. For instance, the front end I didn't have horns, so I ordered 2 new horns and hooked the horns up. They wouldn't work. And the assumption was that the horns were fine, the wiring was bad. But I checked it all out. The wiring was fine. The horns simply didn't work, and I hooked them directly to a battery, took a video of that, and working with them, they believed me, and they said, don't worry about sending the other 2 back. We'll send you 2 new horns. By the way, here's one of the original horns that didn't work. But again, CJ Pony Parts made it right, and I appreciate that. Another company is Kentucky Mustang. A lot of parts on this restoration came from Kentucky Mustang. And I want to just point out 2 sales reps, Jason and Jacob. They both sound exactly the same on the phone, but they were great. Great guys to work with. Thank you. Also, Eastwood Company. The radiator here is a tri-flow radiator from Eastwood. Also, the valve covers are the high temperature ceramic paint, the Ford Blue, just excellent paint, and I appreciate likewise the YouTube videos from Eastwood. As far as blogs and vlogs, Auto Resto Mod was the number one. Jeff Ford, just love your episodes. I've watched all of them and learned a lot. For instance, this engine compartment did not come with a shock tower brace, but I installed one, and sure enough, when I went to put it in, the shock towers were pulled apart by an inch. It wasn't as bad as the Mustang you're working on, not nearly as bad, but it was still quite a distance, and so actually the shock towers had collapsed in about an inch. So I did exactly what Jeff said to do. I put a jack across here and expanded the shock towers, and the brace went right in. So thank you, Jeff. Also, the Mustang doctor, Dr. Chris from Mustang Restorations. Learned tons from him, especially the ignition system, ignition switches, and different things on the interior. TMI upholstery, the asking questions and ordering things, the custom door panels, working with them, good guys to work with. The guys from Concept One Pulley Systems, and I'll have a separate video simply on the pulley system on this 351 Cleveland. Next, the West Coast Classic Cougar, WCCC. Great company for parts that you cannot find anywhere, original parts and remanufactured parts, and tons of knowledge and wisdom from their website. And I've called several times. I believe I've spoken to the owner, Don Rush, a couple of times, and he gave me the time of day, which I really appreciate. And even though it's West Coast Classic Cougars, many of the parts are the same for the 69 Mustang. So a lot of the little hidden parts are from West Coast Classic Cougar. And finally, Vintage Air. And I'll have a separate video on the Vintage Air system in this coupe. It came with an air conditioner, but it's been completely changed out with the Vintage Air, and that was something I had not done before. Installing an air conditioner, and it just everything from start to finish worked great. And I just want to thank, though, again, Vintage Air and the videos that you supplied. So this particular restoration project made possible by YouTube. Thank you.